Good afternoon. Welcome to 360, broadcasting live from Sudirman Central, Jakarta, serving you with the most leading discussion of the hour.
It's a sunny day today on Thursday, January 21st, 2016, with me, Anastasia Cindy.
And I am Prasasha Gambiro.
According to national news, just a week ago, on 14 January 2016, at 10:40 a.m. local time, we were all shocked by the suicidal bombings followed by several blasts of gunfire were reported to have occurred near the Sarinah shopping center in central Jakarta, Indonesia. The attack occurred near the United Nations Information Center, as well as luxury hotels and foreign embassies. On top of all, 7 people were reported killed, with total of 24 others were injured during the incident, including 5 police officers.
However, the breaking news of Sarinah incident that were published specifically by one of Indonesia's leading television station TV1 has aroused so many discussion within the public. It were discussed that the coverage tends to only puts forward the sensational elements and neglecting the ethics. Let's we all see some of the thoughts from the citizen in regards of the news.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Daisy.
Okay, so hi Desi. Have you heard about the bombing incident that happened last week at the Sarinah shopping center?
Yes, I heard about it. It was a huge and terrible incident for all of us. We were all panicked.
Okay, so did you know what TV1 did on reporting the news? So they aired the uncensored image of the victim and they gave misleading headlines in their breaking news program.
Yes, I know about it because to follow the news about this incident, I watched TV1 the whole day.
Okay, so do you think that what TV1 did is proper to be consumed by the public?
Um, I think there are many points of view that we can examine at this tragic incident. From what I saw and heard, in my point of view, TV1 is just trying to tell the whole truth to the public and their audience for what the terrorists did to the victims and to all of us by showing the pictures of the victims. It might hurt the victim's memory or maybe the victim's family, but it will show how evil the terrorists are. And I think by showing this picture, it also asks people, as the public, to stand together to fight the terrorists. I think this is what I called the greater good for the greatest number of people.
Alright, thank you so much. Hi there, what's your name?
My name is Randy.
Oh, okay, hi Randy. So, have you heard about the bombing incident in Sarinah that happened last week?
Oh, yes. When this incident happened, actually, I was at Sarinah area. I was near the shopping center because I work under one of the buildings there. After I heard the explosion, then I ran out of my office to the street to find out what actually happened. Then I heard another explosion in the street in front of the mall. I was shocked and couldn't believe that it actually happened near me. I was close and it could have been me that killed that day.
Okay, so Randy, did you know what TV1 did on reporting the news? They aired uncensored image of the victims and they gave misleading headlines in their breaking news program.
Yes, I have heard and seen it before because my wife, who has at home at that time of the bombing, watched TV1 and she saw the uncensored images. She also informed me about another location of bombing that she heard from TV1. However, it turns out that it wasn't true, right?
Okay, so Randy, do you think what TV1 did is ethical? Since as we know, that technology are very close to a wide range of audience, including children?
Clearly it was unethical because they might have made the situation worse and people were actually freaked out. That should have give reliable information to us, especially for the people out there who were close to the area. In addition, by airing the uncensored images or videos, they don't value victims' memory and don't respect the family of the victim. I think by doing that, TV1 certainly doesn't think about the minority and just wanted the popularity and the rating, I think. Yeah. And what is more inappropriate for children to be served that kind of material? I don't know. I don't want any children, let alone my own children, to consume that kind of news on television. I think they should really think beyond that, just ratings and popularity of the news itself.
All right. Thank you so much, Randy, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hello there. What's your name?
My name is Rian, but you can call me Opang.
Oh, okay. Hi, Opang. So, have you heard about the bomb explosion that occurred in Sarinah last week?
Yes, actually, I heard about it. I was at campus. I got a lot of uni stuff to do. Even though I wasn't at Sarinah when the bombing happened, I follow the news, TV news, and social medias to follow the incident. Yeah.
Okay, so did you know what TV1 did on reporting the news? They actually aired uncensored image and video of the victim, and they also gave misleading headlines in their breaking news program.
Well, yeah, actually, just the other day, we just had the discussion about it with some friends. A friend of mine told me that they displayed uncensored image of the victims in the crime scene, and when they gave wrong information about other bombing locations around Jakarta, if I am not mistaken, they said that there will be another explosion on Sleepy or Kuningan. TV1 said that.
Speaking of the news coverage done by TV1, do you think what they did is ethical and proper for the viewers, especially their loyal viewers?
To be honest, it's not proper, it's not ethical, and I think many other medias in Indonesia did so too, for the sake of being the leader in giving the news to Indonesian people. And or somehow I think because of that, many Indonesians are getting used to that kind of news. Alone, the more controversial, the more people will like it.
Alright, so thank you so much, Opang, for your time. As on the day of the incident, TV1 broadcasted a live coverage of this tragedy, slavishly and without any censorship, within the victim that aired on the television.
The thought is also being supported by Ms. Aida Idaman from Media and Communication Research Center, who will be joining us today after the break.
Infinite beauty. Infinite opportunities. Infinite wonder. Indonesia, infinite inspiration.
Welcome back on 360 and thank you for being here, Ms. Aida Idaman.
Thank you for having me.
So Miss Aida, what do you think about the news coverage by TV1 regarding this incident?
I think what TV1 did on reporting the news was definitely unethical.
Would you please elaborate more your thought about that?
Firstly, according to reversibility in categorical imperative by Immanuel Kant, which say only do to others what you would have done to yourself, TV1 was doing an unethical job because if we reverse the situations, so the victims are their family or friend, it can be argued that they do not want the pictures to be broadcasted uncensored, just like what they did on the breaking news program. Moreover, according to deontology theory, which say a decision is right if only it confirms relevant duties, in this case duties as journalists, TV1 has successfully broke the codes of journalists in Indonesia, in particular prohibition to display uncensored images in the crime scene.
So, what do you think are the effects that would happen?
According to beneficence in prima facie duties by W.D. Rose, TV1 showed that they doesn't improve the life of the victims, as TV1 showed their body uncensored and broadcasted it to the national TV. Also, TV1 offended the public, especially the victims themselves and also their families.
And do you maybe recognize any inelegant aspect other than the uncensored image?
In fact, yes, there are other things that caught my attention. Was when TV1 informed misleading information about another bombing location at Sleepy, Kuningan, and Cikini. In this case, TV1 has violated fidelity or truth in prima facie duties by W.D. Rose by giving misleading information to the public. Also, according to deontology, as journalists, they have duty to inform the truth, but they broke the code.
All right, thank you so much. Speaking about the journalist code, how about if we ask directly to one of the representatives from Indonesian Broadcasting Commission, Mr. Ihsan Fadlan? Hello, Mr. Fadlan.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you for your time in joining 360.
Likewise.
So, as per discussed, regarding the journalist code that being violated, what exactly are the codes that do they cross?
Before I begin, on behalf of the Commission, we would like to give our condolences for the victims and that our prayers are always with them. First of all, the absence of censorship on the initial broadcasting of the attack made a lot of people to be upset and reported TV1's misconduct to us. I personally think that TV1 can do a lot better since a similar case has happened when TV1 broadcasted a victim of a plane crash without any censorship. A case where TV1 has received a penalty from us. Live reports must maintain professionalism on how they portray victims and make sure that traumatizing footage are not released raw, as stated on the country's journalism code of ethics.
And what are the consequences for TV1 in this case?
In the case of TV1, the Commission has punished TV1 by a letter of reprimand as they has disobeyed our broadcasting guidelines and has mocked the journalism code of ethics in their broadcasting. We received reports from the public about TV1's broadcast on the attacks, and we had gave the station a letter of reprimand.
How about your thoughts about Ms. Idaman's statement? Would you say you agree with her?
Yes, I do fully agree with Ms. Idaman's statement, particularly about the fidelity. I think the sensationalism in TV1's live coverage of the report went over the line with TV1's reporting over the bombing location in the city. This only made things worse for the audience, and TV1 sacrificed speed on accuracy. They reported an unverified information for the sake of being the first one to report it. Fortunately, the police were quick to correct the broadcasting, but the confusion has made real impact on the audiences.
Well stated. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Fadlan. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Have a good day to you too.
And after a break, Mr. Adnan Sharif from TV1 will be joining us to deeply discuss this issue from his own perspective. Welcome back on 360, and we are now connected with Mr. Adnan Sharif as the representative from TV1. Good afternoon, Mr. Sharif. How are you today?
Good afternoon. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
So, Mr. Sharif, relating to today's discussion, is there anything that you want to clarify?
Hello. Yes. First of all, I would like to say my deepest condolence to the victims and the victims' family for the tragic incident. Regarding today's discussion, I would like to inform that our priority in this case is the actualization of the news itself and also for the greater goods of Indonesian citizens, according to the utilitarian theory.
Alright. However, according to Ms. Idaman's statement earlier, she said that TV1 has successfully violated the code of journalistic. What is your thoughts towards her accusation?
With all due respect, I must say that I agree with her. There is an ethical code of journalism, and I could not agree more with the several supporting statements that have been said earlier. The thing is, as the media that has million viewers in Indonesia, of course we are trying to give the best for our audience. It is our main concern. Other than it, it was a real-time news for our audience. In this opportunity, I would also like to convey my apology on behalf of TV1 over these issues, and we will try our best to serve everyone better in the near future. However, I would not categorize this as an exaggerate or misleading news, especially in the incident like this. I consider the response from the public as just consequences that we have to face. Just like the consequentialism theory taught us.
Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Sharif, for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so, Miss Ida, last question. What would you say to conclude today's discussion?
On one hand, what Mr. Sharif said earlier is true. That is good for public to know the whole truth, and that was the real-time news. On the other hand, it is unnecessary, I think, for TV1 to show parts of the victim's body uncensored in the national TV. I think even if TV1 could have censored the victim's body, it won't change the fact that they died tragically on the accident, and it won't change the information given to the public. In addition, even Indonesian public used to that kind of information doesn't mean as national TV we should follow what public wants. In fact, the right thing to do is to follow the codes, not what public wants or public's culture in the society.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ilaman, for your time. It's such a pleasure for us to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that's it all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.
And see you next time.